Let's play the baseball game. Let's play the baseball game. Yeah. Let's baseball. Let's
Is this a call and response?
Yeah. No, it's like hocketing. It's called. You're going to come in on those offbeats and say that you're going to come in on play and.
Okay, so we're just
game.
trading off.
Yeah. So let's
play
the baseball
game.
Let's
no
the baseball.
No.
Let's the baseball.
I like.
Come on.
No, I like your version better. I like Let's the Baseball better.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Let's the Baseball.
Oh, God. I feel like this is our happiest entrance into the void.
Yeah. Welcome back to the void. Sorry, let me just take care of a couple things here. I got to social this. You were telling me a story about that relates to crying a moment ago. Can you resume that for me?
That's a wonderful preamble. A wonderful preface to our main event. Okay, yeah. So I am very sad today. Friends and family woke up really late, fell out of bed. I was about to start quoting the Beatles. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, so I was crying on the train. I was like, everything sucks. I'm the worst. And then I saw this dude and he was playing his DS. And I was like, okay, you know what? I have my DS. Video games are a salve on the heartache that I am experiencing. Maybe they will make me feel better. So I start playing my Pokemon. And then like I'm just on the train playing Pokemon. And the guy with the DS, he's with his friend. Like they're getting up because they're about to get off, like to go to their stop. And I'm now like next to them. I had to move because the door that I was standing next to, whatever, you know.
Yeah, trains.
Trains, trains. So I was now standing next to them and they got up and they came up to me. Patrick, they came up to me and they were like, hey, by the way, like, we just want to say, like, we love Polygon. We love you. And we think you're so pure and good. And thank you. And this was literally me, like, on the train crying, playing Pokemon.
Did they see you cry?
I hope they didn't see me cry. I was so upset. I had been listening to Killing Me Softly by the Fugees for an hour at this point.
Don't do that. Allegra.
Literally, Patrick knows, listening to the same sad song on loop forever, playing Pokemon and crying. This was me at my utmost.
No, this is peak Allegra.
Yes.
This is on brand.
Yeah, and literally they came up to me and they're like, we love you and we think you're pure and good.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you guys are damn liars. That's what I said.
Really?
I was like, well, thank you, you damn liars. And then they were just like, oh yeah, we love the Polygon show. It means a lot. And like the friend of the DS dude was like, oh, like, as a woman, it means so much to like see you doing the Polygon show and like Polygon's so funny, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is thank you so much. I'm crying for whatever reason. And then here's a good segue. Right before they got off, they were like, oh, this is our stop. But the DS dude like turned to me and he was like, by the way, though, you and Pat doing the baseball game today? And I was like, yes, we are.
Oh, we are. And here we are, everybody.
And here we are.
That's a really sweet story.
It was very nice.
That makes me feel good.
It made me very happy, and then the rest of the day made me sad, but that was nice, and now we're here.
Yeah, we're here. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat. Oh, everyone's so nice.
Okay, I popped out chat so we can keep a look at it.
I agree with the train boys. Allegra is pure and good.
You got, like, that train is like your cheers now.
That train is my cheers.
Where everybody knows your name.
Where 2 of the 100 people on it know who I am.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's play the baseball game. So you're sad today. I'm tired, so this is going to be a fun one. But I selected this next series of games for a very specific reason, and we're going to get right into it pretty close to the beginning because it follows some of our basic filmmaking rules very closely. I also want to note, like, we both have a lot of shit going on today. Hot water heater in my building is out. Didn't take a shower yesterday just because I was, like, late for work. Haven't showered in maybe 72 hours. So that explains, like, the look. Like, if you see, like, an unnatural shine on me, I'm not wearing a highlight or anything like that. I'm just, like, basting in my own disgusting fluids here. But let's not, no more much ado about...
Everyone knows you look beautiful. He smells great. I didn't really smell you, but I'm going to tell them you smell great.
Okay.
I know you like to be a clean boy, though.
All right. I do. I like to keep it clean. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get going. This is Devil May Cry 1. Oh, fuck. Let me drop the Trello thing.
Yeah, bruh. While he's doing that, I will say I have never played a Devil May Cry. All I know is that Dante is very, very hot. So I'm excited.
Oops. All right. Do you want to be in charge of?
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
Allegra is in charge of stoppies and starties. I am. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so this is Devil May Cry.
This is Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry the first.
Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business.
Whoa, okay.
Hold on.
Slow down, babe. What do we have here? Nature calls? It's in the back.
Pause it for me. We're gonna start this one from the beginning. What is our most important filmic rule?
I mean, we have a lot of equally important ones.
We have a lot of.
This one does a very obvious one is we know how she got into this room.
Okay, yes, that's important. Sorry,
But
they're saying game
also-
audio is a little low.
It is low. I would say that too because I couldn't
Turn
hear
it up a
everything.
bit.
But I would say our number one most important, and I'm curious as to your thought on this, is what planet are they on?
Okay, so they have not established that yet.
Okay.
But what they did establish is the first line of dialogue after he says, "Whoa, hello," or whatever it is. He says, "Nature calls. It's in the back." He's letting her know where to piss. Right
That is
away.
really important.
Right away.
Oh wow, that's great.
Because
Ugh.
like every scene that we've been dealing with, we watched another Capcom series, and it's interesting that both of these are Capcom series. We watched all the Resident Evil ones the other day, and they never addressed where, except for in one case where they didn't even really commit to it. They never really addressed when and where people were pissing, and right off the bat, he says where to do it. And
Yeah.
he asks if she needs to. So he knows at that point whether or not she needs to pee. So let's back it up and take this one from the beginning, and we'll turn
Okay.
the game audio up a little bit.
That's awesome. I feel like this is 2001, so they've learned their lesson from
Devil
Resident
May
Evil.
Cry. Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business. Whoa, slow down, babe. Well, what do we have here? Nature calls? It's in the back.
Oh, that's good.
So, you must be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Almost. I only
Wow,
take
look at
special
that.
jobs. If
Could reveal, and then
Oh.
the sort of tease. You think that maybe when the camera follows him,
Yeah.
you might see a
You're the
little
man
bit of
who
titty,
lost a
but you
mother and a
don't.
brother
You
to
don't.
evil
You still
20 years
don't.
ago. The son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparta.
Wow, look at this
Mr.
just
Dante.
happy camera just jumping
Well, I'll
around.
figure it.
Mhm.
In this
I liked
business,
that
a lot
nice
of
little
mankind
Turn.
Tracking
then-
and
yeah,
dolly
tracking
there.
and then
Yeah.
down.
Eventually, I should hit the jackpot sooner or later.
In that case, you should be used to this sort of thing.
Whoa.
Let us know how the
Wow.
game audio mixes. We can turn it back up or turn it down, whatever you like. I know that the volume is going to go up and down in these a bit, so just let us know, chat.
So this is actually like, I think this is pretty well set up. So we know how she got into the room.
Yes,
We know that she has a place to piss.
if she needs to.
I don't necessarily know their relationship.
Well, we're
But-
getting a clue about it right there, and that he
We're
just,
getting, we're getting some semblance, but it just goes right into a fight scene.
yeah.
And I actually think this fight scene is pretty well choreographed. Like, there's only 2 combatants, so like it's pretty
Yeah.
easy to tell what's going on. Explosions.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I like the camera just shook to really give us a sort of
sort
visceral
of grounded
sense.
us in the scene.
Yes.
It's like the camera's actually there, which it is.
And also really pixelated fire,
To know about
which is
my
my favorite.
intentions.
Also, he pulled a sword out of his body.
All right, so folks are asking for a little bit
Seems that way,
more,
but I'm not
more
your
game
enemy.
audio.
My name is Trish. I came here to seek your help. To put an end to the underworld.
Whoa, oh, that's a
What?
cool shot.
Yeah, sort of half-framed face to
Yeah.
sort of, and there's the reveal. What does it mean?
Wow.
20 years ago.
Is this still
Mundus,
Devil
the
May Cry?
Emperor of the
Yes.
Underworld, resurrected.
Mundus.
Yes. His powers were sealed by Sparta. He's attempting to gain control of the human world once again.
Was that Earth?
He's been
I'm trying.
preparing to open
It
the
didn't
gate.
say Earth, so we don't know if
She
it's
said
Earth.
human world, but I don't know if I'm comfortable making the assumption.
Right.
It does a very classic thing, though, of like doing the expository shot and then going slowly into like where we actually are, like going from expanding to just the very specific point.
The castle is above this cliff.
It's sort of an unnecessary
Come on,
crane
let's
down
go.
there. The camera's sort of whipping around now, just sort of on its own
Whoa.
accord. Impressive jumping.
This camera is very active.
Okay, so I believe that is Devil May Cry. So that's yeah. So there's Devil May Cry.
God, that actually did a lot of things right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely told us where she can piss, which I appreciate, especially when it's a man telling a woman where she can piss. I mean, I feel like that's really
Yeah.
rare.
Sorry, I got to tweet this real quick. I forgot to tweet it.
Wow. Okay, tweet that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not so common. I feel like women aren't often afforded the right to piss in
Sure.
games.
Yeah.
And as a woman, actually, but I think
yeah, go on.
no, we also piss. I will say, just we as a species. I will not go any more specifically on that one.
So let's talk about Devil May Cry and where it ranks in our current ranking of Devil May Cry intros. I would say that one is the best one we've seen so far. It's also the worst one we've seen
Yes,
so
I
far.
think
That
that's
is
very
our
fair.
top and our bottom ranked video at this point. And now we're going to move into Devil May Cry 2. And we'll see if it continues the strong cinematic tradition established by Devil May Cry Uno.
Yeah, that was a very strong start. Okay. Wait, have you played these games?
In a time
Are you a
long
Devil May
since
Cry
past,
fan? Are you a crier?
in an
I've
age
played a lot of Devil May
darkness,
Cry 3.
when the earth was overrun with demons.
Okay, Earth.
Okay.
Humans
We're not seeing it, but we're told.
powerless
Yes.
under their rule. Humanity's hope lived in a demon named Sparta, with a spirit unlike any other, and wielding the sword that bore his own name. Sparta eradicated the demons.
Whoa.
Okay, so we got a little bit of, tell instead of show, and now we're right into show, but we're just showing somebody fucked up a bunch of bird women.
I would
has
prefer
been
just the fucking up of the bird women.
by his
I don't think I need that narration at all.
the demon slayer, Dante.
Damn. This feels very much like a late 90s action movie. Like, this is taking me back to 1997 Spawn, which is the only late 90s action movie I've seen. And thus is my benchmark. Whoa.
He thought he was going to shoot her, but he shot a bird. Classic cinematic technique.
You called?
That's why there's always birds in action movies, so that people can just shoot them instead. Whoa.
Oh, a little tit
Till
for
next
tat.
time, son of Sparta.
Something interesting in this one is we're seeing a lot of people like fire weapons or like throw things, but we're not seeing like the thing that it's making contact with in the same frame.
Yeah,
Like, I haven't seen Dante in the same frame as like anything he shot yet,
that's true.
which is strange. Like, I feel like that's a cheat. I feel like that's a tease.
Was that Devil May Cry 2? Or we? Yeah, that was actually. That was weak.
I did not like that as much.
That sucked.
Especially because it was majority a fight scene.
Right, and
I feel like it was a weak fight scene.
I feel like there was an important thing in that first one, which was that, we met Dante in his home turf so we could learn things about him. We learned where his bathroom is. We learned that he always offers when a lady comes over to let her use his bathroom. But we also saw him sort of reclining. We saw him at ease. I believe it was Ray Harryhausen said something along the lines of, it's not a good monster if you can't imagine it in repose, Like, you need to imagine that Dante does have some sort of internal life.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I got that from this. In this, he was just this figure who sort of showed up, tossed somebody a coin, and then looked at a map. I don't know anything about him. I'm not interested in him after that.
Yeah.
If he had asked her where he could use the bathroom, or suggested, like, if he came into that space and knew where the bathroom was and just pointed her in the direction of it, I think that would be a sort of continuing the tradition of, established by Devil May Cry 1 of letting us know little things about Dante. But they failed to do that in the intro for Devil May Cry 2. So right now, I would say that's my lowest ranked one.
Yeah, I will say, so generally, I don't like to read, we know. I also am learning in my advanced age. I am growing older with each of these, like extremely aged. In my increasing age, I no longer really like to listen either to narrators or anyone else. And so having the narrator convey so much of the information there, we learn that it's Earth solely through the narrator. And that's an extremely important establishing plot point, that this is Earth. We learn that his name is Dante. We learn that he is a devil hunter. Everything we do get to learn about Dante, or the setting or anything, we are told. And as someone who neither reads nor listens, I just look, I just watch. And as someone who's just watching, I know nothing.
Yeah, same.
I feel very lost.
If you were in that scene, would you know where to piss?
I would not know where to piss. I would only know that Dante came through the ceiling.
Yeah, which is odd because the female character, who we didn't even get a name for, left through the door.
There was a door available.
There was a door available. So let's move on with. Let's go ahead and move on with Devil May Cry 3.
Like Dante always enters through like the ceiling of every building, even his own house.
I mean, so we haven't seen him enter a building yet. This was the first time we see him enter a building.
So we did learn something crucial.
We won't know. It's not a pattern until we've seen it. At least I'd say once more.
Yeah.
So it could just be a one-time thing here. But let's watch Devil May Cry 3.
Sorry, I'm just thinking, like, if someone invites Dante over to their house and they go to the house together, so it's like Dante and Sparta. She's like, "Oh, come on in," and like she goes through the front door. And just rockets into the air to go through the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to know if he does that until we see him sort of
okay
in that scenario again. So let's keep watching.
Okay, this is Devil May Cry 3.
Haven't you? The legend of Sparta. When I was young, my father would tell me stories about it. Long ago, in ancient times, a demon rebelled against his own kind for the sake of the human race.
This feels very cinematic with the opening
portal
titles.
to the demonic realm and sealed the evil entities off from
Which is interesting. We haven't really seen much of that.
Yeah, this is the first sort of melodramatic, serious one.
Movie producer?
I never believed it. I thought it was just a child's fairy tale. But I discovered that this so-called legend wasn't a myth at all.
Who is Tobias Funke?
It's my therapist.
How do I know? I met the sons of Sparta. Both of them.
Whoa.
Though the same blood of their father flowed through their veins, the two battled each other fiercely like arch enemies. It seemed as if they derived some
I think
sort
I
of
actually, like,
pleasure from
again,
this
I'm only watching.
fighting.
I am getting some semblance of a story here through the visuals. I'm seeing two very hot, identical brothers fighting. So I assume this is going to get very erotic soon. Because that's usually how stories like this go when I'm watching them.
When you're writing them.
When I'm writing them and then asking hot brothers to film them for me.
But in the end, only one was left standing.
Oh no! He looks so much worse now.
That's not Dante. That's his brother.
His less hot brother. Whoa, that was a very classic phone. Breaking the immersion.
Okay, but we are back in Dante's zone.
Pizza box.
Ooh,
Wow.
We're treated to a little something for the fans out there.
Folks back home. Oh my goodness.
All right, now we're back to the Dante that I know and love. There's
Yes.
a panning camera, about 4 camera motions just to show him getting his legs up on the desk.
Business yet.
Yeah, I feel like just those small movements, honestly, are like teaching us a lot about this guy. Far more than anything that we've seen prior to this have taught us about any part of this game.
And here we're learning that it is a prequel because he is not even open for business yet. He hasn't named his business.
There are no holes in the roof yet.
No.
Well.
This is a very good series.
Is your name Dante, son of Sparta?
Where did you hear that?
From your brother.
Oh, wow. They're going to change the lighting for the reveal. Oh, that is nice. Oh,
He sent this invitation.
I love the establishing little details.
Where's the invitation? There it is.
Oh, I love those kinds of invitations.
Invitation, huh?
Oh my god.
Slow-mo pizza
The
eats.
slow-mo pizza eat. Slow-mo hanging jaw. Damn. Oh my god, that scythe went through him.
Yeah, he can handle it though. He's not even phased. He's gonna enjoy some pizza. He's gonna go right over to that jukebox and he's gonna hit it. Seems like you're a fan of that.
Party's getting crazy.
Oh my, this is very good.
That's actually a pretty good gag.
That's a very good bit. No. Wow. Honestly, this is doing such a good job of setting up his character, and it's kind of
It actually
shocking
is.
that this is the third game.
Yeah. Pizza in mouth. Karate kicks.
Okay, you're really into like kung fu and like martial arts movies.
Yes.
I am not, but this feels like one to me.
This is well directed. The
Yes.
fact that he is eating a pizza slice while doing this is doing a lot for me. And now it's a gunfight.
There's a drum kit.
He's surfing on an enemy.
This just feels like an absurd action movie in the best way. Wow. Like perfectly timed slow-mo. Like very Matrixy.
But not self-serious.
Yeah, not at all.
Don't bet on it.
All right, let's pause.
Oh my god. And the irony of that last line, because it was the end of that scene.
But it's also the beginning of the game.
That scene?
Yeah, no, you're right. Wow.
That was fantastic. That might have been the best intro we have ever seen on
I
this
think you
show.
might be right.
It was so good. I really want to. Can we play Devil May Cry 3?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have it?
No, not anymore.
Well, we're going to find it.
Yeah.
What system is it on?
It was on PlayStation 2 when I played it.
We're going to play it.
So let's talk real quick, though, about Devil May Cry 3 and where it fits in the ranking. Because if you remember, we did get a lot of really good stuff. But it started off really slow and melodramatic. How do you feel about that first 2 or 3 minutes that were just narration and the characters dueling on the top of the building? Because on one hand, I felt like it kind of slowed the whole thing down, dragged things down a bit. But on the other hand, it made this contrast a lot starker.
Yeah. I feel like if it just started with the Dante stuff,
Right.
maybe that would have felt kind of abrupt. But also the transition to the Dante stuff. I mean, it was punctuated very well with that phone. But it's not like there's an obvious connection between the two, other than the fact that like Dante was in both parts. So I probably could have lived without that initial preamble. I imagine it will pay off far later. But it really does feel like two distinct intros as is. And again, as someone who neither reads nor listens, it did very little for me.
But I mean, that could, so as a person who reads and listens and has played Devil May Cry games, you know, that could sort of speak to the duality of Dante's soul. Dante, you know, part human, part demon. This, you know, you've got this one side of him that's very sort of arcane and archaic, this melodramatic slow thing, and then also the humanity to him. The guy who hangs out eating pizza without a shirt on. I've never had pizza without wearing a shirt.
I've only had pizza shirtless, I would say. It's a very good experience. And also, I will say, the unifying factor of both of those is that Dante is a very beautiful man.
I do want some pizza now.
I want to, like, play with a jukebox now. I appreciated that detail. That was a good detail. The little jukebox and the drum kit. Dante is cool. Yeah.
We haven't seen him play the drums yet, though. So he could be really bad at it. Let's keep
That's
cruising.
his one flaw. He just wants to start a band and he's really bad and no one wants to. Okay, so this is Devil May Cry 4?
This is DMC 4.
Okay.
Okay, so we had nice cinematic technique there. That the title's becoming a part of the physical world and blowing away.
Like that. Subversion of diegetic expectations. This is a very different, like, tone.
This is a different protagonist.
Wait, that's not even Dante? Who that bitch be, Patrick? Who is she?
I don't know.
I don't come here for the ladies. Wait, that's straight up not Dante.
That's not Dante.
What?
I forget what his name is. It's like Remus or something.
Remus?
Hang on, let me find out.
He's very cute.
Well, it's because he looks like Dante, but younger.
Yeah, and I like that. What if he's like 17? That'd be perfect.
Allegra. Nero.
Nero. Okay, revise it. He has to be 20. Okay, so you know what you were saying about Devil May Cry 3 and that there's like the fun-loving, shirtless pizza-eating side of Dante, and then there's the very like...
We gotta turn this down. This one's
down?
really loud. It's alright.
And then there's the other side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hi.
Yeah.
That's good?
Yeah, that's good for now.
Yeah, so then there's the other side that's like very much like defined by rules and this very like belabored history that's kind of medieval. I feel like this exemplifies that divide far better than the last one did because it's cohesive in that sense. So right now we're like seeing this lady do her little operatic business, but then we're seeing Nero kicking butt and he has headphones on. He's a super beautiful young dude. He has a cast.
He's got a steampunk sword.
Yeah. So like I feel like this is combining those two very different sides far better than Devil May Cry 3.
And it's funny that you said he's got a cast because he is wearing a cast, but looking at him and having his headphones and seeing that he is a young millennial male, he probably also has an apostrophe cast. He probably has a podcast.
An apostrophe cast, yes. What would his podcast be about?
Dante's cast?
The Dante cast. The Nero cast.
I don't know. I'm looking at him. Would it be... I mean, like, gaming, but, like...
I feel like it'd be about, like, dubstep.
Is there a dubstep podcast?
I think Nero had it.
Okay.
He never
Wait, isn't there a
played
dubstep
any.
artist called Nero?
Probably.
There we go.
And they would never play dubstep. They would just talk about dubstep.
Yeah.
Like, on a very high level philosophical, like... sense. And also it would be like very, very long. Like it would be an extremely long podcast.
It'd be like a 2 to 3 hour affair.
Yeah, and it's just him.
It's just
by
him.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I made it.
Relatable. Like this is just like kid woke up late, running to school.
This is the beginning of Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Except,
it is.
We should redub that so instead of the opera music, it's the Power of
Love.
Love.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
Is it still DMC?
I believe it is. Yeah, this is still DMC
4.
So DMC 4, I think, had sort of 2 campaigns, maybe. I think we can turn it back up a little bit.
For the sake of mankind. his brave efforts in our names,
Oh, my boy.
I fear some have forgotten the truth of that great
God, I know that feel.
Yeah.
if the events of that terrible
Church.
This is like me in school.
fusing of both the demonic
Well, this is like me in
and human realms.
weird satanic Catholic church.
This is basically you at work.
There's a lot of sighing. A lot of headphones.
Everyone dresses the same. We all have hoods here, and you never wear your hood.
Pray that even if such a dark time
Your official Polygon hood.
to revisit us, our
There's only one woman. It's like Polygon office.
from the storm.
The Chromatic Wasp asks if that's Lord Farquaad. I think it may be.
This guy?
Yeah.
Very old Lord Farquaad. This reminds me of like Assassin's Creed or something. God, I love that he has his headphones on.
It's a bold move in church. Ooh, everyone else is dressed in white. He's dressed in black.
I'm out of here.
But it's not
I'm
over.
out of here.
All this preaching's putting me to sleep.
God, he's rad.
Organized religion's just not for me. Listen, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. Say organized religion has done more harm.
I was gonna say, I knew that was Dante because he came through the ceiling.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're right.
And we have established that's how he enters
We've established this is
rooms.
the only way we've seen him enter rooms
This
so
is
far.
consistent.
Canon.
Devil May Cry is very good at staying consistent to its lore, I think. God, two hotties. Oh my
He done
God.
shot the priest.
Dante brings back that slow-mo. God. That active camera's back. Wow, I love that very low camera angle. I also love that everyone's running in a different direction, but Dante's not moving. Run away from him.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Camera work a little hard to follow in this one.
I think it is very hard to follow. I feel like I'm not super impressed with most of Dante's fight scenes, other than 3. Like, this is very chaotic, and I think the camera's doing a really good job of conveying that, but the camera feels just as frantic as these characters. Oh my God! Oh! Also, Dante's just blowing up Nero's spot,
Yeah, it's true.
which feels unfair, but we also did get a lot of really awesome Nero time. Idiot.
Anthony Kiedis of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, so if Nero didn't just...
That's a fucking sick drop.
That
kick.
was sick, but if he didn't just drop kick Dante, I'm pretty sure he was about to tell Kiri where she could go to the bathroom, because that's kind of been the established...
That's been his MO.
His
Yeah.
rapport with women
Uh-huh.
is that he lets them know, okay, bathroom's back there.
Right. Excellent point.
Yeah.
Go with your brother and get out of here!
I will return with help. You stall him until then.
Dante in his head is just like, but where is she gonna be?
I won't hold
doesn't
my
know.
breath.
Oh! It's
Ooh, crotch.
oh my
Oh,
oh. I have to say, I'm loving that symbolic gun right there. Loving my two hot boys flailing their guns at each other.
Another phallic object has entered the fray.
Wow, wow.
Ouch. Ooh.
Oh. Also the like symbolic removal of the headphones. I feel like this is literally like he has been mitzvahed. This is his coming of age. He's in a temple. This is the most rad bar mitzvah ever.
You got a jacked up no
This was all a bar mitzvah.
and it's beginning to piss me off.
All right. That was, give that a little pause for me. Wow.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. It was certainly a lot.
It was a lot. It was good.
It was good.
Look, wow, you're so energized by it.
Wow.
That was very good. Man.
Okay, that was not as good as Devil May Cry 4. It was not. Sorry, 3. It was not as jovial. It was not as familiar. We didn't learn as much about.
I feel
characters.
I agree that the greatness of Devil May Cry 3 was not like this did not meet that level. Like Devil May Cry 3 hit like put the bar very, very high with the pizza and the phone and the jukebox. Like Dante was so well established there versus I still have some questions about Nero. I don't think this Dante got to really like live up to what the character is, but also interestingly, like he subverted a lot of the things we expect about Dante.
It's true. He was in there being very uncharacteristically rude.
Yeah, exactly. And like very quiet. So in some way, we actually learned a lot about this Dante.
That's a very good point.
By
in
the
contrast
omission.
because he didn't have pizza in his mouth. He was not surfing on anybody.
Yes.
He was there on business, which I think seeing him in that state, yeah, you're right. That does tell us a lot about him.
Yeah. And we also got like a lot of good time with Nero at the beginning so that we got to learn about him. That fight scene was very good. And as I was saying before, like I think they combine those very two disparate aspects of this series much better than Devil May Cry 3 did.
Okay, would you say it's the best one in your opinion then?
I really enjoyed it, but I will say Devil May Cry 3, like that fight scene
was really good.
Was really good.
It was really good. And also that one followed, one of the cardinal rules of cinema. And we know where the bathroom was.
And was that the one where they mentioned Earth, or was that 2?
That was 2.
Okay.
Earth specifically.
I'm gonna still give it to 3 as number 1 though.
Okay, so Devil May Cry 4 is our number 2.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so now we've got a change in developers.
Oh.
Yeah, this is when Devil May Cry left the hands of Capcom, or Capcom's Japanese team, and entered the hands of Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory, creators of Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword?
Heavenly Sword. Journey to the West.
Enslaved, yeah.
Enslaved, yeah.
Was it the West?
Journey
in some direction.
Yeah.
Your choice. There are 2 options.
Yeah.
That changes the ending.
And yeah, so this game was controversial when it came out because they made Dante a young boy, and they took away his trademark white hair, and he sort of went from being a sort of anime Adonis to sort of a punky youth, a punky Western youth with Western sensibilities, and a short cropped haircut. And one of my favorite things about this game is there was a featurette for it that came out like a couple months before it came out, where the Ninja Theory people were talking about the game, and they're like, I don't remember where they're from. I think they're English. They're like, yeah, so we did a lot of research leading up to this one about like fashionable haircuts, and we decided to give Dante something that's really sort of in line with like the most fashionable styles of haircuts these days. And then they show him, and he has the same exact haircut as the guy who was just talking. So it's like this game was just like a self-insert for this developer to get his haircut in the game.
Oh my god. Wait, okay, can I bring up this thing that I texted you yesterday that I've still been thinking about? So yesterday I watched The Room, which I've seen before, but I was watching it with video producer Simone de Rochefort, who had never seen it, and also Jeff was there too, our engagement editor. Anyway, so we brought up the point of what if in every movie every actor had to imitate the director?
Okay.
Like we already say, like, okay, you have to like shout the name of the movie. Like there's some certain things that you have to do. But what if you actually are instructed by the director to imitate them? You have to follow them around. Like that's his direction. He's not telling you anything. You just have to learn to become him. So it kind of sounds like this is what they did with Dante.
Yeah, you might be right, actually.
He was fashioned in the image of this Ninja Theory director.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be exactly what it is.
Yeah. Also, everything you said about what Dante looks like now, I'm very excited. I'm about to press play. Sounds exactly like a dude I would be very into, as long as he had a beer belly. So let's see.
Oh boy! All right, let's get rolling with it.
Hope he has a beer belly. What is this called? DMC?
DMC. And I don't know if there's something up with the audio. When I checked this one earlier, it was really weird.
Okay, well, I can turn it up or down.
I mean, like just channels were missing or something.
I
But
can turn it up or down. That's all I can do.
Yes, by close of trading Friday.
Oh,
No, you
I
can't
don't
have
know
all
about
the
this
time.
camera.
You know the terms.
It feels very like faux, like mockumentary right now.
it feels like this might be a little
No, this
inside
is not a
baseball, but
veiled
it feels like this
is a
handheld
direct one.
motion is
Should you
being
fail to
applied
comply,
artificially.
The collapse of the economy will
Yeah.
be on your head.
Like this might not have actually
I will
been
make
filmed
sure
on a
that you are
set
stripped of
with
power,
a cameraman.
shamed, and hated. Is that clear enough for you? Yeah. Friday it is then. You have a good night, Mr. President.
Okay, he broke a rule. Every time you say Mr. President, you have to look at the camera and wink.
That's true.
And he did not
So
do that.
right off the way, yeah, they are breaking all of the classical rules of
Soon I
cinema.
will own everything worth
Like
a-
you're supposed to draw it out very dramatically and say, Mr. President.
I have
Wink.
The world is at last your bitch.
Wow. Wow.
I take it
edgy.
back. The writing is good.
a loose end.
A loose end, what?
This
Son
handheld
of a
camera
traitor,
makes me
Sparta.
very mad.
Dante.
Him.
He's still out there.
The hunters will find him.
Also, this lighting.
Found Sparta and his
Very
wall.
harsh.
It's very harsh and very
When you do.
distracting.
I will rip open his chest with my bare hands and feast on his beating heart.
So I think this might be a bad guy.
It's unclear to me. It's still unclear to me.
So sort of a late title there. And again, this is going to be confusing for a minute, if I recall. Here's where the sound gets really weird.
Here's where a lot of things get very weird. Oh, it is weird.
Yeah, I think it just might be missing channels.
What if this is actually what it was?
What if it was just silence like this? Just really let you soak it in.
It's just like a dude watching porn in his bedroom on like the quietest volume because he doesn't want his
Yeah.
parents to hear. That's what this is.
So he's got angels and demons dancing for him, which is,
Yeah.
I think, really brilliant, beautiful symbolism.
But it's
here.
not filmed very well. Like it's very hard to tell like with the lighting again. And they're trying for a very specific tone with this very harsh neon lighting. I understand they're trying to emulate like a nightclub scene and haven't been to many a nightclub. I think they're pretty on point with that, but it doesn't work very well in terms of establishing a storyline or a setting.
But we did see that he liked it just there. We saw a close-up of his mouth
We
smiling,
did.
which is normally an indicator that, like, oh, and here he's getting honked off by an angel and a demon. Again, just really hammering home that sort of idea that, he contains multitudes, he contains good and evil.
Wait, was that Dante? Is that what you're saying? That was Dante?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, my beautiful boy! I'm so upset.
Oh, okay. I think we have some theories here. The music was probably a licensed track, and I did see that somebody was streaming this. So I think the settings probably muted the licensed track.
Is this still it?
This is still it.
Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, honestly, though, that was like kind of an interesting way to set up, like, okay, this boy, he's into some seedy things. He's at a nightclub. We don't have to like spell it out and belabor that point. And now we're cutting to the chase. He is very drunk in his bed.
I think we could have started here.
We probably could have started here, yeah. Like that nightclub scene felt a little bit gratuitous.
Yeah, and like, the classic filmic tool is just to put a bra on the ground. You know somebody has had sex.
Exactly.
If there's a bra, if the bra is on the ground,
Yeah.
the protagonist doth pound. Is what they say.
Bra on the ground, protagonist doth pound.
Yeah. So
even if it's a woman's bedroom and she's alone, if there's a bra on the ground,
yeah, somebody got
she
freaky.
He was doing something.
Get out of there! You're in danger.
Oh my! Did he open the door without anything on? Oh my god!
Who are you? What do you want?
Like this does a way better job of establishing who this shitlord is than that nightclub.
Who's on it?
God, I'm so mad.
Devil May Honk, says AA7.
It could still be Devil May Cry, and that's just like his secret problem is like Dante like comes off as this like really hot, strong, sexy dude, but actually he always cries after sex. And that's the warning he has to give every time.
Some interesting camera work there again. Just feels really sort of artificial though.
It does. It just feels unnecessary. Like, why is there a handheld camera? Also, is he still naked?
Oh, he's totally nude.
Shit. Back in limbo.
They're trying the most. They're trying the most to make him seem cool.
And it's cool because he just said bad day for a hangover, which is implying that I drink.
Yes.
Hey, check it out.
I drink. I had a cider. I even finished half of it. Wow. Ooh, look at that censorship. This game is very good at censoring. Oh my god.
Whew. It's just tantalizingly close. Tantalizingly.
Oh my god. This does feel like 45-year-old dudes like trying to figure out what's cool to like teenage boys, like 17-year-old boys or something. Versus I feel like you could say that the other Devil May Cry games were like edgy, but I feel like those were actually cool. Like Dante actually seemed cool to me. But maybe I just thought he was cute. I don't know. But this does not seem at all cool to me. This seems very much edgelord. Okay.
All right, let's pause that, please.
That was like frustratingly
that
not
was
cool.
DMC.
God, I had really high expectations for some reason for that Dante, because the way you described him sounded very good to me.
Yeah.
But I guess it's also the kind of thing, like basically the way you described him is like if you were like, oh, you'd really like this guy, and I'd be like, oh, why? And you'd be like, because he's tall and has brown hair, and I'd be like, yeah, you're probably right. Like that could be anything.
Sure.
Ugh. And this was the worst option.
So how did you feel about that? I felt like the pacing was weird. There was, I'll give them credit for the creative bit where they somehow managed to float things in front of his taint the whole time, so you didn't get it full.
Why do you keep calling it the taint?
Because that's what they're trying to hide from us.
I hate that. Yeah, I thought that was very good. I feel like they did things right. Like they did, you know, the establishing shots. There was the bra on the ground. He said he had a hangover. You can't know otherwise. You know, like I've never known if someone had a hangover unless they told me.
Yeah,
explicitly.
unless they put their hand on their head and go, oh, this one. Oh, I got a killer hangover here.
So, you know, they established a lot of things, but also like the first part, I barely remember now. The nightclub scene was just gratuitous and gross. The handheld camera felt very forced and fake. Like, it really just felt like they were trying to, like, seduce a very specific teen audience. Like, it felt very manufactured in that sense.
Yeah.
Which I did not like.
Yeah. And a quick question. So, obviously, because somebody was streaming this capture that we're watching here, the licensed song during the nightclub scene was edited out. Do you have any thoughts on what it might have been?
The first one I thought of was "This Is How We Do It."
Sorry. I wonder if, like, okay, at the end of this stream, we are going to put "This Is How We Do It" on in the background of that scene.
Yeah.
And see if it sounds right.
Wait, what would you think that they were playing?
I would say, who did "This Is How We Do It"?
God, I don't remember. Montel Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Montel Jordan. So I'm thinking it would either be "My Boo" or "Larger Than Life" by the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, I love that
Just the
song.
part, the laugh at the beginning. That part.
Oh my god. My other thought is Mbop.
Mbop
by Hanson.
Well, so we will like get takedown notices on this if we do all of those, and if we do any of those for more than a certain amount of time. But you know, we're adding commentary. We're talking over it.
Yeah. We're not just playing them.
All right. Well, let's watch this next one, then we'll circle back around.
Okay.
Return of the Mac would have been good.
Tainted Love.
Tainted Love.
That would be a really good foreshadowing.
Michael Weems says Return of the Mac. Quinn O'Grady says Tainted Love. JJ says Darude Sandstorm.
The Cantina music from Star Wars.
No, we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna do that. Who said that? Who said that? Lauren. All right, we're gonna do that. You know what? Fuck it. What's next? Just like scrub forward.
Whoa! Hi, Toad. Where's this mouse? Okay, hi. I don't know. What is this? 5?
This looks like a remake of 4. Okay, fuck it. Yeah. No, we're not gonna even bother with this one.
We're not gonna watch. It's a remake of 4?
Yeah, I think it came out again on the next generation of consoles. Or it's who gives a shit?
Pat just really wants to hear the Cantina music.
Yeah, this is fine.
Oh, it is very similar.
Yeah, it's who.
It's that guy that I don't even think is hot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our least favorite.
Just what are your true intentions? Who cares?
Our true intentions are to find out how that looks with the Cantina music.
Okay, so let's make
I'm just gonna play
I'm
that.
gonna do it.
And then we're playing that one out.
Okay.
And then you go.
Okay. I'm gonna make a new tab.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna find YouTube.com. I'm gonna say Cantina Band song. And this will work because this is 9 hours, so we'll have time to get back to that point in the video. Great. All right, we'll turn the.
Oh no!
We don't need to turn this one down.
This is gonna be so good. Oh God.
Open his chest with my bare hands and feast on his beating heart.
We're almost there. Sorry. Here we go.
Okay, now it's really starting. Oh no. Honestly, it kind of works. Which is scary to me, that if I went to like a nightclub and heard the Cantina music, I might not be put off by it. Oh.
Ooh.
Tin drum. This is very good. He's still playing it in the car. This is now like, it seems like disturbingly family friendly to me. Oh no, it's good.
Oh God. Thank you.
Oh. Okay, I think we have to rank that one twice now.
Okay.
DMC by itself and then DMC with the Cantina music
Yeah.
in the background. So DMC by itself is pretty crap.
Yeah.
Is it worse than 2 though?
Yes.
Okay, but DMC with the Cantina music.
I'd say it's number 1.
I love the smile. When he just smiles,
Yeah.
it's the tin drum doing like freaking Little Mermaid music.
Oh shit.
Outro. Oh God. Yeah, that was perfectly timed.
That was really good. Should we test it with anything else?
Yeah, I still want to hear this is how we do it.
Okay.
I feel like that's going to change it so dramatically.
Yeah, you're right.
And then we have to try something else that's very, very different. And then I think we can live peacefully.
Before we start, I just want to say
Let's just watch this ad.
Please stay out of the way so your lag doesn't get us all.
All right, let me get it queued up to the right point so we can be ready to go. This is how we do it. Do you remember there was Howie Mandel had a prank show for a while called How We Do It?
Yes!
And like they would use that drop all the time. The fucking live band would just be, this is how we do it. Like every time something happened.
Just some old man who's like a chronic smoker outside. They just cut to him and he's saying that.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you gotta rewind that shit. Okay. Beautiful. It's gonna be that classic hip hop preamble.
Oh, let me full screen.
This is how we do it.
This is also very good.
It's really good.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night.
It is.
It is.
TM. Montel Jordan. We should add commentary here so that
Yes.
we're not
Oh,
just
we have to keep talking. Yes. This is so perfect.
It is really good.
I wish this was actually in the game. What?
Is that the bass line from the fucking Shock G? The Humpty Dance?
Oh. I don't know. This is how we do it. Oh God, he's so gross. This is literally perfect. The thing is, I feel like almost any song would just be so good with this.
Yeah.
Like it's just weirdly like perfect for mashing up.
All right, we should probably stop before we play too much
Before
of this
Montel
song.
Jordan finds out.
Yeah.
I bet Montel Jordan's watching. It's probably
Wait, do you
honored.
think do you think we actually found the song just there that was the one that they used?
Oh yeah, because it was a licensed song.
Yeah, it was obviously a licensed song, so it was probably This Is How We Do.
We do it. Yeah, probably.
All right, we
This
should
is how
probably
we do
test
it.
one or two more
Yeah.
than we should.
Okay,
go.
people keep saying the Cotton Eye Joe, which would be very funny. Let's do the Cotton Eye Joe. I love the Cotton Eye Joe. Did you ever like have to do that in gym class? The
Yes.
dance? Yeah. Oh my God, I loved that. Yeah, by the Rednecks. One of my favorite songs of all time.
I gotta get that timing right.
Where did you come from?
Yeah,
Where did you
we
go?
gotta start
Where
over.
did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I've been from Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long
pause
time
that.
ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
God, one of the best music videos.
But I've been from Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
no.
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I've been from Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago.
All right, some folks are saying the Wii Shop music.
Oh, that's good. We should end on that one. God, everyone's just going hard. Everyone's just getting so horny over Cotton Eye Joe. Oh no.
All right, we should stop this again.
It's so good.
All right, last one was it Wii Shop
Shop.
music? Okay.
Everyone in the club doing the Cotton Eye Joe and making out. Oh God.
Wii Shop or Wii Channel?
Wii Shop. It's the
Are you sure?
Yeah, the Wii Shop channel.
Me Channel's good too.
God. That would be very weird. I don't know. Do the people want the Me channel or the Wii Shop channel?
Okay, chat, we need you to vote Me Channel or Wii Shop.
I mean, Wii Shop's the classic, but Me is
Yeah.
also very good.
I feel like this, I think I might have to be the Wii Shop.
Wii Shop, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me back this up.
Horned as heck to Cotton Eye Joe.
We'll make sure that
What's the matter?
one is beating.
Okay. Ooh, hello.
I
will
rip open his chest with my bare hands and feast.
Oh, wow.
Beating heart.
Okay. Ooh, Wii Shop, I think Wii Shop. This party's lit. Oh, this is my dream party. This seems realistic though, because people do get this turned on by the Wii Shop channel.
They do.
Yeah. Like, this is always what I end up doing when I listen to this song.
Yeah, same.
Oh no. It just seems like everyone's friends. It's so nice. Oh, they're friends. They're going home together. That's so nice. They're gonna go play Wii. They're gonna play Wii. Yeah, they definitely are.
All right, y'all.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, wait. Okay, so now we have to rank those 3.
No, we can't.
We can't. That was so fast. Wii Shop's the best.
I still feel like Cantina.
The Cantina,
Band
that
wins,
was
yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Oh shit. Anyways,
we're just gonna end with the Toads.
Yeah, let's end with the Toads. Yeah, no, get you up. Oh, okay.
We're in the white void.
White void.
The Google white void.
The Google white void. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out for another baseball game.
We've discovered a lot of very, very important things today.
We did. I feel like I learned a lot with you, Allegra.
I feel like we often do.
Yeah. So our definitive ranking of the Devil May Cry games, starting from the bottom, working our way up to the top. DMC.
Mm-hmm.
Devil May Cry 2.
Ugh.
Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Devil May Cry 4.
Pretty good.
And number 3. Our second slot, Devil May Cry 3. Very good. And our number 1 slot is DMC with the Cantina Band song.
Oh, God. I hope you all go home tonight and you try that. You go to the club and you play that song in your headphones at the club, in a corner, standing at the club.
That would be great. Just going into the club just with the Cantina Band song on loop for 10 hours in your headphones. I brought my own music and snacks.
You're just eating, like, popcorn in a corner.
Just an apple.
An apple.
Just going to town on an apple, listening to the Cantina Band song.
A turkey leg, a bucket of chicken wings.
And you paid the cover, and you're dressed to the nines. You look great.
Oh my God. You're wearing like a really nice like dress shirt,
Yeah.
nice slacks,
Mhm.
your like leather shoes, but then you got like hot sauce all over you and you have huge headphones on blasting the Cantina song.
Mm-hmm. That's
then
my plans for Friday night.
Everyone's going to come up to you.
Yep. And yeah, that's it. So at the end of the stream, it's going to become a video on demand. And if Howie Mandel or Montel Jordan don't take it down, because we played, what would you say, about 3 minutes of This Is How We Do It?
No.
I
Like a minute and a
have
half.
been flagged for less. But we were talking over it. We were providing commentary.
We were.
I hope.
That is how we did it.
This has been the baseball game. We do this. We're going to probably do this in another 2 weeks.
Oh no, 2 weeks is Thanksgiving.
Okay, we'll do this when we can again. When this becomes a video on demand, all of your lovely comments will be gone. They will disappear like tears in rain. So please come back and let us know what other games you would like us to do this for. And also let us know what music you think would fit best under the Devil May Cry intro.
I hope we started a new meme. If this gets on Twitter, I'd be so happy.
I don't know.
Dream big. Meme this.
Allegra, it's been lovely.
Yeah.
Chat, it's been lovely.
I love our chat.
Have a wonderful weekend. And see you next week, everybody.
See you at the club.
See you at the club. Yeah, you're gonna leave me hanging here?
I'm not. No, it's back to the beginning. This is circular. No, you're on your own. Oh God.